everybody, it's Toni from Stamps by Me. I hope you're well. This is video number 4. There will be a few more to follow and then hopefully the book will be complete. So for this video then, you should have 2 complete pages stuck in your book, and this is page number 3. And the page that I am referring to is, the easiest page probably in the book is your tiered page. So when I do my demo now, I'm not going to give it the decorative edge because you can all do that with your punches, but I'm going to show you how the page constructs. So starting with your page then, ready that you've already cut from your instructional PDF, and I'm just going to mat it with some papers. Your book should be coming together quite nicely now. When you've got all your pages in, then you can enjoy tarting it up, as I would say. That's the fun part, adding all your embellishments and tags and photos and things. So just give that a second to adhere. So I've got my 2 pieces of brown and my 2 pieces of patterned. So I'm just going to mat one on top of the other, just making sure that they fit before I do anything. So peach onto brown. So you can punch that out with your punch if you want to make it a fancy edge. And then I'm just going to put my blue one on here. And then all you do to create the appearance of a couple of pockets is get your page and then just have a think about where you'd like to place them. So like so, looks okay. So all you're going to do with your top one is you're going to seal off the bottom, so when you put a tag in it doesn't collapse into the bottom pocket. So across the bottom and the side. Like so. Make sure it's straight. Get rid of any glue popping out sides. Top. And then the bottom one's the same, so you're going to do it across the side, bottom and side, so it gives you another pocket. So there we have it, basically 2 pockets. If you wanted to be a little bit naughty and not follow the tutorial, which is brilliant if you do, you could put more pockets in, as many pockets as you wanted. It's your album, remember. So that's the page. So remember what I told you on my other videos, you do not decorate the back until that is in your book, because we have to hide the nasty seam. So this is his book so far. So the next tab in my book, and I'm going to put the decorated mat facing my other decorated mat so that the nasty hinge is behind. So all you do is you get some glue and pop it on your tab, not too much, just enough. And what I do is I normally just pop it on like that and I give it a second. Let it run to where it needs to run to, and then I get my page and I butt it up to the tab and push it back onto the tab, and then I hold it. And like I said before, just have a bit of patience with it, give your glue time to take, don't try and rush it. You'll find that if you try and rush it and you let go, it will just come straight away from the hinge. So just be patient with it, hold it in place. If it's easier, then turn your book around so you can see your hinge, and then just slightly push it up against like that. So as you can see, there's going to be like a nasty join at the back of this, but that's automatically hidden when you come to decorate the rear of it. And that's why I always say put your page in first, then decorate the back. If you tried to stick it in now, you would have a nasty hinge on top of your lovely papers. So front page first, decorate back second. Don't let it rub away any nasty glue. And I'm just going to hold it for a second while it adheres properly. I don't want the pages to drop out. And then once I'm happy it's stuck, I will decorate the rear. And the rear of this one. This is probably the easiest page in your book. So I hope you're all enjoying my tutorials so far. Like I said, this is the first time I have done any tutorials and I have enjoyed them, so in time they will get better and better. Fingers crossed anyway. So I'm happy that that's okay now. It's coming away a little bit, so just have a bit of patience with it. So all I'm going to do now is the back of the page. I'll just show you on the other album, on my Wallflower album. And the back of the page then is just the one with the band down the middle, and then it's got a lovely like little pocket book behind. So we're just going to decorate the page and pop this belly band around. So that's okay now. So what I'm going to do is, you can use a full sheet of paper for this, but I'm just using some offcuts I've got in my stash. Same paper obviously, but rather than waste a full sheet, so I've got this piece for the left, and I'm just going to leave a nice seamless border around. That way you would never guess that it's two separate pieces of paper, the left piece and the right piece. So that's okay, and then I've got another piece exactly the same for the other side, and this is what will hide that nasty hinge. So pop it in, don't go right up to your score line, but leave a little gap because we're trying to create a border, remember. So far, so you've got that awful piece down the middle, so I'm just going to make sure that's taken before I move on. These things have a tendency to move. That's okay. So I'm happy that's okay, and then I've got 2 strips of brown and a piece of pattern. I'm going to stick the pattern onto my brown. Today's So I'm going to create like a belly band that goes down the middle. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it at the top and glue it at the bottom. Just taking a little bit off the bottom of this one because it's slightly long. That's better, like so. Can you see? So that page is in there beautifully, as you can see. Oopsie daisy. Let's swap them out. Making sure it's absolutely straight. Right, so that's page number 3. So it's only taken a couple of minutes to do that one, so I think we'll move straight on to page number 4. Just move that out of the way. Page number 4 then. So is the one which is quite interactive. It's this one, and it's got some magnets and flaps and pockets and things. So won't be a second, I just need to grab a magnet. So for this one then, I've already got my page cut. So this one's page number 4. So I think what we will do is, first of all, now this is going to have a magnet underneath, and this is the square mat that closes it all together. So I've cut out a brown piece and a patterned piece. This is all in your instructional PDF, sizes, etc. So I'm just going to stick a magnet underneath. Yep, that's what she says. Yep. A little bit too much glue on there, but don't worry, all the same, it dries. So give it a second to adhere before you try and put your paper on, because it will only move. So while that's doing that then, we'll just put that to one side for now. So what we're going to do is, it's an interactive page, so it's got a score line down, and this is obviously in the PDF. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. So we're going to decorate the front page with this lovely paper. This is the favourite page in the book for me. Like so, and then open it up. Just move this book out of the way so you get a better picture. So open it up, and then we're going to decorate the inside. Now what you need to do is you need to bear in mind that your magnet is going to be on this side, and it's going to connect to whatever's under here, like so. So it's going to obviously be underneath this piece of paper. But until that magnet dries on there, I can't line it up to see where it is. So we will move on and decorate this piece. Which is this lovely pattern, which is my second favourite. looks like I've cut that slightly shorter than it should be. As you can see, there's a big gap across the bottom. I'm not overly concerned because I can tart it up as I wish at a later date, but that should be a full length piece to cover that inside of the page. And then what's going to happen is this page is going to snap into place into this page. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to have a bit of overhang over the edge of this page, so it will go about there, and I'm just going to cover it with the pattern paper. So it hides your ugly magnet. So, oops, move slightly. So you should have a nice mat. Don't worry about the other side because we'll put another piece on there to hide the brown card. So this is going to be what, when you've stuck this in place, this will snap into place with the magnet at the other side. I hope that makes sense. So I don't want this to overhang more than this. Can you see? I just want it to be in line with that. So I'm going to pick that up, have a look at where the image is. So it's about there, and then I'm just going to glue it down about in line with that line. And give that a second to adhere. And while that's drying, all you're going to do is stick your reverse magnet onto here like before on the other tutorial I showed you, like so. Blob of glue, so it leaves a little, don't get any glue on your project obviously, and if you do, rub it away quickly. And then all you're going to do is fold it over, and you can see it leaves a spot. And all you're going to do is remove it from that piece and put it onto your little spot. You'll know that they're going to match up perfectly now. So while that's there, I'm going to hide it with this nice bit of paper. No, I'm not going to hide it with that nice bit of paper, unfortunately. I've got a flap that needs putting in there. So I have a flap that folds down. So before you do anything on this page, the magnet's okay, but before you decorate it, you need to put your flap on. So I'm just going to bob some glue on the top. I'm just going to hang it over the page about there is fine. Make sure it's straight. Don't stick your paper to your arm. Move everything out of the way because it's getting messy. So I'll give that a second to take. That should be sticking nicely as well. Lift it up, make sure you've got no glue everywhere. Give it a wipe off. Don't worry if you've got seepage at the back like that, although it is, I do still like to give it a rub away. You are going to cover it with paper, aren't you? So it will be hidden. try and keep it nice and tidy. I appreciate it's difficult sometimes. So this part that I've just glued and stuck to my arm, I'm now going to stick over my magnet. I'll just get rid of that flap so you can see. I'll just get one of my metal clasps and clasp that shut. Like so. So while that's drying then, we're going to create a pocket to this side. So again, another piece of card, and all you're going to do is do it down the left, right and side. Making sure it's all level so it looks seamless, it doesn't look like you've cut it in lots of different parts. This part then is going to be stuck on here, creating the top. Make sure your writing's all the right way up. And then we're going to create the appearance of another pocket at the bottom here. So I've got this nice patterned paper. So again, if you wanted to give your pocket a decorative edge, you would punch it before sticking your nice paper on, obviously. Get rid of any excess glue. And now all you're going to do is stick it. So don't forget left, bottom and right. You can see it all coming together now. So you've got this flap to decorate. I've got some glue to go underneath. I just need some taking off, it's a little bit long. There we go. So I'll stick that down. So then you've got a pocket here when it's stuck. Be patient with it, don't try and move it like I have there. And then I think that's stuck now. So then you can fold your flap down. And then we've got some nice pattern paper here to cover the front of this, and again this one's too long, typical. Just stick that one down. And I think that looks really nice so far. To say I'm doing it plain and not doing anything decorative or quite fancy, I think plain sometimes lends itself to its own. It does really look nice. So if you are a bit reluctant to use punches or a bit scared to use punches, be reassured that it still looks beautiful without any fancy punches or dies or anything like that. So I've got my flap, and then this should snap into place. Can you hear that? So you can see this awful piece here. So all I've done is I've got another mat here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to just trim it down. I'm going to take away that cream and just leave the blue border. Just bear with me a second, I should have cut this before recording the video, to be honest, but I do really want you to just see it finished. I have just made one of these albums. I was commissioned to make one. I've just posted it out to the lady today, so I hope she really likes it. The lady knows who I'm referring to, and I have just put a picture of it on my Facebook page, so have a nosy, see what you think. And can you see that covers that awful brown piece, on this side? So all I'm going to do is glue that one on. Make sure the writing's the right way up. I'm just going to get some more clamps to clamp it shut. If you do have clamps or bulldog clips, they are perfect for this kind of project. Oh, should I say they are handy? I won't be without by now. So I just clamp it shut because I would like it to adhere to this side more than anything. Get rid of any seepage. So that's nice and stuck. So as you can see, that is another finished page, apart from the back, but it's going to be put in my book before we decorate the back, remember. So while that's drying, I think we'll end the video there and we'll start a fresh video on the next couple of pages. So bye for now, see you later.